up, everyone? Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 11 of Aspire to Inspire's interview with industry professionals. Today, we have the wonderful, talented Shamon Brown Jr. Oh my goodness, it's such a blessing to have you. How are you feeling?
Hi, I'm good. Shamon, it's Shamon, by the way.
Oh my goodness, my bad, Shamon, Lord.
So it's all good. People get it wrong all the time. It's all
Oh
good.
my goodness. Oh, same thing with my name. They add letters and stuff, but listen, I apologize for mispronouncing your name.
But I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you so much for asking. And honestly, how you've been holding up with COVID and everything. I know this is some trying times right now, and a lot of projects are probably in delay. So talk about how, you've been maneuvering through COVID and everything.
Really, I've just been chilling. Surprisingly, I've been doing really, really well. I'm a homebody, so it was nothing to just stay safe and stay in the house.
Okay.
But just keeping busy, making music, working on other projects behind the scenes and stuff. So ready for those to come out. So yeah.
Yes, we're all excited, and we're all, super excited for what's in store for you. We all know you from the hit television show, The Chi, which is on Showtime. And before I go into all that about being on set and working alongside so many well-known actors, let's start from the beginning, okay? Shall we? So I'm going to ask you, what, inspired you to start acting? Or in a sense, when did you catch the acting bug? Talk a little bit about that.
I started acting when I was about 5 years old, and really it was just not seeing a lot of kids that looked like me. So that kind of inspired me at a young age, and really a lot of shows like Disney Channel I was watching, so you don't really see a lot of kids of color on that show. Obviously now it's a little bit more different. You see a lot of more kids on there. But back then it wasn't a lot, so I just wanted to be on TV and see more kids that look like me.
Yeah. And, you're doing it right now. You're representing so many, African-American kids and showing them that they can be on television and they can, not play those stereotypical roles, right. The ones I'm talking about. But your character, has so much depth and so much meaning. And it's just not, sometimes on film and television, African-Americans, they kind of have a very flat character description. But your character has so many colors and so many personalities, right. And you're representing us. So listen, kudos to you for being our representation. You're gonna keep going, right? You're gonna be on feature films and all that type of stuff in the future, right?
Yeah, of course.
Of course. So let's talk about your character on The Chi. We all know you play the lovable Papa on The Chi on Showtime. So let's talk about you and your character. What are some similarities or differences that Papa has and that you have, if you could point out a few?
I say similarities are I'm the funny one of the group, usually of my friend group.
Right.
The wise and mature one. Always trying to keep my friends together.
Right.
Differences, obviously I'm not a pastor kid, but I am from the south side of Chicago, just like Papa. So, yeah, those are similarities and differences.
Yes, and I want to add, I think that's so interesting that you're playing a character from the south side, and you're from the south side of Chicago. Yeah. So let's go a little bit in depth with that. How does it feel to play a character in a TV series that's talking about where you live? How much does that mean to you?
I love it because a lot of people are either afraid to come here or they'll do the story and they won't tell it right.
Right.
Shine the bad part of Chicago into the stories. But I feel like The Chi has done an amazing job of showing all aspects of majority of the lives of people in the city, in Chicago, in our area. And it's an amazing project to work on and be on, and they just do a phenomenal job of everything.
Yes, they sure do. And from the audience perspective, the whole entire sense of the show, it has a beautiful storyline, and I believe it personally, it gives justice to talking about the South Side of Chicago, because you have, writers who are, from Chicago talking about it. And I'm pretty sure, you guys as actors, you have to learn about it. You live there. So you basically had an
Yeah.
advantage on, what goes on in the South Side of Chicago. So, that representation is so needed. You know what I mean? So let's move on from the representation of being on The Chi and just, you having the opportunity of working with so many well-known actors. You had the opportunity to work alongside Jacob Lattimore, Yolanda Ross, and so many more to list. Tell us a little bit about that. What have you learned?
I feel like I've learned getting used to their lifestyles in a way.
Talk a little bit about that. Yeah.
Because we became like a family on The Chi. Like we've been filming, I guess, for like 4 years. The Chi has been out for like 3. But overall, it's just an amazing project. And when you come on set, it's like really like a family vibe. It's just like coming to a family reunion every day when you come to set. So that's really cool. And I feel like I'm really close to Jacob. Like Jacob has taught me a lot, being like older. Him like being in like the music industry, like he taught me a little bit about that, and just sharing his experience with everything, and like knowing he's been in this a little bit longer than I have, and just he's a really great person, and I learned a lot from him.
Yes. And I think it's beautiful that, you're around so many well-known actors. Of course they're older than you, but you're learning every day. You're learning, how to be serious on set, how to take your cues, learn your lines. There's never a chill time on set. You're always looking around and seeing, what you can do. You're looking at different things. So, I'm glad you were able to talk about that, how you have, Jacob to look up to, and so many other people that, are a part of the show that I'm pretty sure they look up to you and you look up to them. So it's vice versa. So thank you so much for sharing that. It's nice to have a perspective about that.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I really want to talk about, the process of memorizing lines for you personally. So, in your opinion, is it difficult to learn so many lines? Because you're in like every episode, and I normally sit in the back and I'm just like, you never wonder, like, are they like, do they have a hard time memorizing lines? Is it like improv? Are you able to, give freedom of speech? Talk a little bit about that.
Well, usually we get the script like 2 to 3 days prior filming, then 2 or 3 days prior we do a table read with the whole cast and everything of the episode. But I always like read through the script before I even go into like the table reads, because just in case if it's a word in there I don't know, if it's something I'm having trouble understanding, I just like to go through the whole script and understand it all. But once we get done with the table read, it's memorizing line for me is easy, just because I always like read the lines the day before, and like it depends. Like say you have 4 scenes in the episode, you could film 2 scenes tomorrow, and you have to learn those 2 scenes. So I always learn my lines, whatever scenes I have to film. Like you don't ever want to overwhelm yourself with like information that you don't need at the moment. So I learn the lines, and I always look over them the day of, and even when I'm on set, I really don't like to look at lines unless I really, really forget it, because it kind of messes me up mentally, because it's like, dang, now I gotta almost study it over again. So
no, that's a really good point to make. You don't want to overwhelm yourself. Has there been circumstances in which you may have overdone it with the lines that you just had to be like, all right, I can't look at lines right now, I gotta do what I gotta do?
Most definitely. Like we'll be filming, I feel like one episode probably takes like 1.5, maybe 2 weeks. So say I don't film to the next week, I don't want to overwhelm myself, but it has been times where I have just been focused, but it's been for good reasons. Like in the end, it always works out, because there'll be some scenes that are harder than others. It'll be some scenes where you have more lines than another character you have a scene with, or it's just a really meaningful scene that you want to get down packed, that you might practice ahead of time and work over and practice in the mirror or whatever. So yeah, it's been times where I have had to overwhelm myself, but overall it's for the better good of filming.
Yes, it's all for the better good. And what I really took away from what you just said is the importance of practicing, really not overdoing it with the lines, but understanding what's happening in the scene. You know what I'm trying to say? Just being able to read over it, get a good gist of what's going on, who's talking to who, what's going on, and just, going with your instinct, trusting your instrument, trusting yourself. So I believe, on the show, you do such an amazing job. It looks like acting just comes naturally for you. So if you don't mind me asking, has acting been something you've always wanted to do, or was it something that, you got a hobby with and you just decided to go along with it?
Nah, I've been always wanting to do acting since I was like 5 years old. I've definitely had inspiration throughout the years because my aunt is Corey Harjick, who married Tia Mori. So, and I always said that whatever I do, I never wanted it to be because of who I know, just to be genuinely because of like who I am and like my experience and like what I have to give and what I have to offer to the project I'm working on at this time. So it's never, I'm not gonna name drop like, oh yeah, my uncle and my aunt or woo or such and such, you know what I'm saying? So everything, I want to make sure that everything I do and everything I work for is genuinely off of my craft and my work.
Yes, you guys heard it from him. Listen, that's called hard work and dedication at its finest, ladies and gents. That mentality, that hard work, make sure, I work to where I need to be. Listen, that's not something you come out the womb with. That's some type of, you got to be either instill with that, your family instill that within you, or you have that mindset on your own. That's what hard work's all about.
Yeah, and shout out to my team. Shout out to my
shout them out. Go ahead.
Shout out to my mom, who's my manager, because she really put me out there. Like she knew what acting was, but me, I just saw it as being on TV.
Right.
Eventually, over time, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm acting, like I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I just kind of always saw, like, from a young age, just me being on TV, me doing my thing. Like, I've always been an outgoing kid, so it was nothing to just get me out there and do what I have to do. So.
And I mean, you were little, so you didn't know much about acting. But since you had that support system, your family, which is the best type of support system, to work with you and to grow with you, and where you are now, honestly, the only way to go is up from here. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, honestly, that hard work and that mentality, from your family, you can only go up. That's all I can say. And all I can say is congratulations on what you have done and what you continue to do, because we like to keep it 100 here. We like to keep positivity and just spread it around. So you claim it. 2020 is yours, even though COVID came and hit and everything. Of course.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet. So.
Oh, yes, he said it's not over yet. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So let's transition away from being an actor. I know you've touched lightly about how Jake Lattimore kind of talked to you about music and everything along those lines. So correct me if I'm wrong, Lord. Can't even get my words right. So I've heard that you're also a singer.
I say I'm an artist. I sing and I rap a little bit. So
okay. Listen, no judgment here. Singing and acting. I mean, singing, acting, and rapping. You want to make sure in this industry you like a quadruple or triple threat. So I gotta ask. How did that all begin? If you could pick it from the beginning of when you wanted to dabble or start with singing or rapping, just talk about what you can.
Yeah, in the school I went to for my middle school, I always did like little school plays and stuff and musicals that they did. So I would like be singing sometimes like solos and stuff. So I always had like a little voice on me or whatever.
Okay, he's being humble, saying little voice. Watch when he probably can belt.
Right. And it's like, also I started writing like poetry in like 8th grade, and then by the time I hit freshman year, I was kind of like already writing songs. So that kind of just transitioned into music, and I really started understanding music more and how to record my own music. And like once my mom saw like, oh, snap, like he really know how to write music, and like like sing and rap and do whatever he does, it's like I just couldn't stop there. Now it's something like I do daily, literally. It's like I
Wow.
always have to write. I always have to listen to beats that my producer sends me and make music. Like it's just a passion for me at this point.
Yes, yes. It sounds like it. And it's so beautiful to hear people when they talk about their passion because people can talk all day.
Yeah,
When you talk about a passion, there's a clear difference in how you talk about it, how you're
of
passionate about
course.
it. So, diving into music a little bit more, so do you write everything? Like all your stuff
Everything.
is what you write yourself?
Yeah, I've never had somebody else write for me. I just always wrote my own music and own
That's
songs.
wonderful. Wow.
Yeah,
So, okay. So you write your own stuff, which is absolutely amazing. That's a rare I consider that a rare gift because not everyone has the
yeah,
ability to write, transition it to rap, transition into song or singing and yeah.
right.
But,
Yeah.
what are your plans for your future self? Would you like to continue more down the path of writing your own music, potentially becoming a producer? So what's your future plans behind your music platform? What you want to do?
My future, my future is definitely make more music. This year, coming soon, my music video for one of my songs, "Lonely Nights."
Okay.
That's out on all platforms. It's coming out very soon. I'm gonna film that very soon.
Awesome.
But also, I do have a lot of people don't know that I have my own label, Shamon's the Music. I could literally sign an artist right now if I wanted to, but
Okay,
you know,
okay.
I ain't really, what I'm saying, put it out yet, but a couple people do know I have it, and that's what I distribute my music like through Shamon's Music. And yeah, I can't wait for people to see that, and also way more songs, me on other songs and people collabing with. So yeah,
Yes, that's so amazing. You have your own music platform, and I'm sorry, how old are you?
I'm 16.
16, ladies and gentlemen, and he has his own music platform. Listen, I'm telling y'all, the youth have so much power nowadays. I don't care what nobody says. Like people like really, gives us hope and so much light. I'm being 19,
Right,
I'm kind of youth, but I'm still there, but I'm about to be
right,
20, so
right,
I got life to, deal with. But you
right.
know, people like you being 16 and, being actors and doing this and being activists for change, it just,
Mhm.
it warms my heart. So congratulations again. This is just a platform to just praise you and just, do
Of
with your
course.
highlights.
Yeah.
So trying to see what else I wanted to ask. Okay. So let's still talk about music because I'm curious about this question. Now, if you were to do a collab with any artist in our time, who would it be?
Mm. Now the artist I would have picked first has passed away sadly. Juice World. Juice World.
Yeah.
That was my overall inspiration, and especially him being from Chicago, uh, and him not being in a way the normal Chicago rap, and him being so like multi-talented, and him also giving back to the city.
Mm.
He was a big inspiration for me. Uh, but other than him, that's still alive. I don't mind doing a song with A Boogie, A
Okay.
Boogie, A Boogie, or the Kid Leroy. He's a
Okay. You mind
artist.
me
He's
asking?
very
You
good.
mind me? Sorry, real quick. You mind me asking why you chose those two?
Just their melody and their flow, and I feel like we would make really good songs together, really good music. I love their energy and I love an artist more once I know who they are, where they come from, and their story of where they got today, where they are. So
Mm.
yeah, that's why I like those two.
All right, I'm telling the audience, y'all heard it here. Once y'all see that collab, he spoke into existence right here, right now. I'm just letting y'all
Yeah,
know. Once it goes out there and I see that collab, I'm be like, he said it here first. He said it here first. So
yeah,
we putting that out in the atmosphere. Positive vibes only. So as we're winding down to our last few questions, I really enjoyed talking to you and getting to know you. You
of
have a really good
course.
energy and really good vibes. So um Other than, you know, any type of music release, I know you're doing a music release coming out soon. Is there any other projects, you know, in regards to acting that's coming out that you're involved in? You know, this is a
Uh,
time for you to promote anything you got in store. If you don't want to
yeah,
share it yet, I totally understand, but this is your time.
yeah. It's a project that I've been on that's may or may not be coming soon.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
but and we're gonna film it soon.
Okay.
That a lot of people want, but wait, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that.
I got you.
But also, other than that, I also have a project in Atlanta, I believe. So, and I'm also writing on it. I'm writing for my own character,
Mm,
uh, with some other people, and shout out to them for even giving me opportunity because, like, I think they were telling me like a lot of people wouldn't give like young actors the chance or actors a chance to even
mm,
start writing or doing like helping out on a project and having freedom of their characters and
right.
everything. So shout out to them and I think that's coming out maybe 2021. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
Okay, y'all heard it here. He got some stuff brewing right now. He is writing. He is also acting and dabbling with some music. So, my very last question for you. In a gist, here at Aspire to Inspire, we emphasize the why behind artist passion. And the reason I created this platform is because during this time, you know, with COVID and everything, you know, in a sense, as an artist, I kind of lost my inspiration. And I felt as though that this time was, you know, prohibiting a lot of creativity and a lot of, you know, opportunities for, you know, actors to be on sets or, you know, concerts to be going or whatever it may be, anything in the creative aspect. I just thought 2020 was just done for creativity, but it's not in a sense. So with this platform, I
Right.
really wanted to allow individuals to feel inspired and to hear stories from industry professionals like yourself. And you know, being so young and so optimistic about life, it not only inspires me, but viewers who will be watching. So I say all of this to state my last question. How do you desire to use your platform to inspire your audience or all those around you?
My main goal is to help kids where I'm from and also help kids in other places that most of the time they don't know where they want to go in life, or
Mm-hmm.
even if they have a goal, they most likely, like in their city, they don't have things to help them and stuff. So that's what my brand, Shamonsta, uh, also like Shamonsta Music, my
Yeah.
label is an extension of Shamonsta, my overall brand, and
Mm-hmm.
that's just, I feel like, a creative brand to help kids express themselves, and even not even just kids, but it's people who are older than me that still haven't got their opportunity. And I really, my brand really wants to give people opportunities because a lot of people could have an amazing voice or they know how to rap, but they just don't know where to go in life. And in certain things in this industry where they might give you opportunity, but they'll use it to their advantage and they're not really helping you in the end, like scamming you or not being able to help you. So that's what my thing is, especially like I said, in my city. I wanted to be able to give back and help kids that have goals and have dreams and push them as far as they can possibly go, which is to infinity. So
Mm-hmm.
with that being said, just stay tuned for Shamonsta and all the people we're gonna help and all the opportunities we're gonna give.
Whoa. Woof. Oh my goodness, my heart is so, it's like overflowing with joy. I am so touched by what you said. And it's beautiful that your goal is to generally be of service to other people. And,
Yeah,
you know, with that being said, you know, that's just so rare nowadays. You barely see it, especially with media and everything going on. You just barely don't see it on social media or on the news. So it just makes me so happy that you're doing something like this. And I congratulate you on all you continue to do, and with your business and your
man,
music, it can only go up. I'm telling you this right now.
I appreciate you so much.
Oh, no problem, no problem. We're here to not to just, you know, put you up there on the pedestal and just, you know, let you know that, you know, we got people cheering for you over here, okay?
Of course.
All
Appreciate
right.
you.
Thank you so much. But stay around, even though I'm going to say bye to the people.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, viewers, for watching Aspire to Inspire's 11th episode. Stay tuned for our next guest. Thank you so much for joining us again. Bye, everyone. You can say bye.
Peace.
Peace.
Want more inspiring videos from industry professionals? Make sure you guys go follow at Amaje Hurdy Jones on Instagram to stay updated on our next guest. We have had amazing guests such as Genesis Denise Hale from the hit show The Chi, and even Travis Wolf Jr. from the show Bob Hart's Abishola. And we even had voiceover actor Ramon Hamilton, who stars on so many shows. Guys, I would love for you guys to go like, comment, and subscribe, and continue to aspire to inspire.